My name is Greg. Welcome back to GK, where we talk about all sorts of stuff. But today we're going to talk about some of the best stuff out there, and that would be the online MMA community. The shining, beautiful, great, grand, amazing, gorgeous online MMA community that features all sorts of great forums that you can go on after your favorite fighter fights and hear about how much they suck. This specific story features a forum by the name of Sherdog.com that looks to have existed since the mid-90s or maybe the late 90s, somewhere around there. Basically, it existed since MMA was in its dark ages. The year that this story takes place is 2006. So the UFC was just getting into the mainstream. The Ultimate Fighter 1 just aired. Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonner had their epic fight. And Pride FC still existed, and the two companies would actively compete for viewership and for who had the best fighters. It was a pretty good time to be an MMA fan. But just like 2022, 2006 was not the best time to post a picture of you and your friends on the internet for complete and utter strangers. But that was exactly what OP Marlboro Man did. He posted a thread called "Me and My Boys Up in Jersey." Now, if you know anything about Jersey in 2006, you probably know that there was a certain type of look that was going around the club scene at the time, and the look was pretty much this. Yes, this is the real picture that was posted in the thread. So naturally, people freaked out. He started getting called weird. He started getting called slurs.
Not this time, Nancy boy.
People were just shitting on him left, right, and center. And a lot of people actually assumed that he was a troll until he started talking back. And he started, like throwing out little snappy comments at the people that were insulting him. Stuff like, "Your girl likes me," or "Your mom likes me." Real sophisticated comedy. So when he did that, the detectives of Sherdog got on the case and found his actual real life social media. And it turns out that he went by the name Lee Hotti in real life. Now, Hotti is a play on Gotti because, he's trying to look like growing up Gotti, but he's also hot. Do you get it? You got it. Well, this discovery led to the discovery of the huge Jersey club scene that he was involved in, with all of his friends and acquaintances that looked pretty much exactly like him. They all had blowouts. They all had these like G-Unit tank tops with the bra straps. Remember those? A lot of meme mugging. A lot of like hand signs. A lot of this. Now, Sherdog also has a belt system. And just to briefly explain it, basically, if you just sign up there and start posting, you get a white belt to let everybody know that you're a noob. And if you post a little bit, the white belt turns to a yellow belt, then it turns to a blue belt or a brown belt or, orange belt, whatever, until you reach black belt. That's the highest belt. And before Lee Hotti made his thread, that's what it was. It was just regular belts that we're all used to. But he was the first one to get a sparkly pink belt, which in 2006 was apparently peak comedy.
Gay!
The thread is 40-some pages, and as it went on, Lee Hotti actually ended up becoming endearing, and people started liking him unironically. And from that point on, he became a Sherdog legend. But not just Sherdog, because the thread was so big that it spilled out onto other forums all over the internet, and I believe Lee Hotti actually has an Urban Dictionary page. So the guy is really one of the first memes, and it came from an MMA forum. There's also an interesting rumor going around that the producers at MTV and Viacom took note of the thread and kind of checked out the whole Jersey club scene and decided to make Jersey Shore. I don't know how true that is. It probably isn't, but it'd be cool if it was. From what I can gather, all these guys were influenced by Growing Up Gotti, who had the blowouts way before Paulie D. And it was actually a pretty big show that most people don't remember, but if you grew up in those times, if you were a teenager back then, you probably remember. I remember. So in a roundabout way, the thread starter, Lee Hotti, Marlboro Man, also known as Clyde Cash apparently, might have been responsible for Jersey Shore. Probably not, but maybe. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.